Whenever your evening starts, your evening news on BayNews9 is right there. News, weather, now, exclusively on Bright House Networks.
Going in depth today on the needs of an aging population. Instead of retiring, people 50 and up are moving to Florida and opening up their own companies. A local forum aims to figure out what the trend means for the state's economy. BayNews9's Al Rochelle talks with local experts in our in-depth report.
Joining me to talk about positive aging and the entrepreneurial 50-plus people that come down to the area, I have three guests with me. Let me introduce them first. Dr. Maling Ibrahim Poor from USF St. Petersburg, the College of Business. Thank you so much for joining us. Next to him, Bevan Gray-Rogel, the president of Encore Tampa Bay, and Stacy Prouty from the Institute for the Ages. Doctor, first of all, you got a bunch of seminars that are be talking about aging. Tell me more about those.
Well, what we have a monthly event that goes every month on Friday, and it is called Walgreen Bayside Business Forum, and that it's about 7:30 in the morning till 9 o'clock in that Friday. And we have different topics actually that we invite people to come and talk. And as you know, aging is a very hot topic.
Oh, sure.
And as a result of knowing this hot topic, we invited two great guest speakers with support of one of my advisory board member, Ms. Michelle Bauer, that we are running this event in this coming Friday in Franklin Templeton building.
Okay, when we talk, Bevan, we're talking about positive aging. We're talking about a lot of 50-year-olds that come down here that they don't want to retire. They would like to start their own businesses, and that's probably good for the Bay Area, right?
Absolutely, and the trends are really there that there's over half of all business startups in the country today are by people over from 45 to 65 years old. So we're talking about a big increase. Entrepreneurship is not just for young people anymore, and we're finding that they're very successful and they have a lot of energy. They're educated and ready to redefine what they want to do in the second half.
Institute of the Ages is looking at a lot of very important issues that all of us will face once we get over 25. I mean 50, but let's move on from that. So what kind of issues are we talking about, and is this a good market for somebody who is 50 plus to start a business, and do they target maybe 50 plus people?
Well, the Institute for the Ages was formed in 2011 as a 501c3 with the idea that not only could we define Sarasota as a tourist economy, but we could also look at the opportunity with the disproportionate number of older people in Sarasota County and sister counties as a place to look for wisdom and insights and education and energy around the topics of positive aging and how people want to live. In fact, all the people who come to Sarasota County and some of the surrounding counties come there for they come for the weather, they come for the beaches, they come because there are activities and services for older adults.
Now, we talk about this thing called aging in place, and I say some of this is tongue-in-cheek because obviously I'm 62, proud of it, you know, whatever, but as we get older, there are a lot of decisions that have to be made down the road. How many good years of life do we have when we hit 50 and we think about being an entrepreneur? Are we talking about building a legacy, a dynasty, a business that will last 20 or 30 years?
Well, the recent research around longevity is that the average age for people to live is now up to 80 to 85 years old. So we're talking about adding an extra 2 decades that we didn't think about before, that we're going to not sit around the golf course, but we're really wanting to do something meaningful and active and engaging, and even something with continued income.
Are there revenue sources available for those people that want to launch a business? Because I think of a banker or somebody going, am I going to lend a guy money who's in his 50s or a woman in her 50s or 60s to start a project when we don't know how long they'll live?
But the best ideas are coming from the 50-plussers. I mean, the seniors are coming to this area, this region, and the seniors' parents have been coming to this region for a long time. So there are a lot of challenges and a lot of opportunities for aging in place, as you say, technology that'll help people age in place, which is what 90% of people want to do. So there are opportunities for entrepreneurs to impact the lives of seniors in areas like mobility and transportation, health and wellness, goodness, communication and information,
Yeah.
respect and social inclusion, so many opportunities. And the things that senior entrepreneurs are looking at is how can they see the needs for not only themselves, but also the people in their 70s, 80s, 90s, and centurions here.
Dr. E, when we talk about resources as far as the business committee is concerned, people that come down here to the 50 plus and start their own businesses have probably been successful or failed or been successful back again. So how does a college help them? What new information do they need to be successful in this new era?
Well, first of all, let me explain what we do at the University of South Florida, St. Petersburg. We are very much active and one of the founding member of a green building, which is a building, it's all for creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship.
Sure.
It's open to all ages. There is no age limit. And not only College of Business, entrepreneurship programs involved with it, there are many other entities in town, in the city, are involved with it.
Okay.
And the doors are open for anybody who wants to go there. Now, the important part in terms of resources you're talking about, when we talk about whether the bank accept them or not, well, that's one avenue. The other avenue is that we actually utilize it a lot with our students is, when you have an idea, you run it by what we call serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
And these are the people who actually give you wing to fly. They sit with you, they analyze your data, they analyze your idea, and they say, it's a go. Let's work on it and fly it.
Okay, the tough part about launching a business, people go, who do I go to ask first? Put my hand in the air. Where do people go first?
Oh, and right now in St. Petersburg, all they have to do literally go to Green Building.
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse, sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, Greenhouse. Everything is there. They can ask any question. Anywhere they want to go, the guidelines, everything is there.
And this is on the USF St. Petersburg campus?
No, it's in downtown
It's in
St.
downtown
Pete.
St. Pete,
Oh, okay.
behind the City Hall.
Yeah, it's an initiative that the St. Pete Chamber and the
Oh,
City of
that's
St.
great.
Pete created, calling growing new businesses and new entrepreneurs. My Encore Academy is there as well, helping older adults figure out what it is that they want to do in the second
Now, how
half
much,
of life.
I'm going to ask you, how much risk is there in all of this? Because when you're younger, you can take risk a lot easier than you can when you're older.
Well, that's a really good question, but I think that as people age, they aren't afraid. They are looking for that second or third act to be their best act ever. And they have a lot of energy. And if you consider the fact that people are going to live on average to age 85 or 90, that's a lot of years that they have to be productive. And we test things in the community all the time that are targeted toward boomers and the predecessors of boomers.
Wow, so if I take some fried chicken and put it in the back of a station wagon and drive it around with a funny white hat and a tie, do you think I'll succeed? These are great ideas, folks, and the most thing we want to talk about is making sure that people know that there are, if you've got these ideas, there's a place that these folks have where you can express those and at these seminars, and I want to thank you so much for stopping by, and a lot of positive living, and you can make a lot of money after you're 52, by the way, just in case you don't know that.
Can I also add that we've got the International Conference on Positive Aging happening in Sarasota this year for the first time. It's going to bring together entrepreneurs, innovators, and older adults and subject matter experts who want to explore the challenges and the opportunities.
All right.
And to help entrepreneurs consider their path.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. A lot of great information, and we hope folks can follow up on it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, if you want to go, the forum is tomorrow from 7:30 to 9:30 in the morning, and it's located at Franklin Templeton. That's off Fountain Parkway North in St. Petersburg. The forum is free and open to the public, but seating is limited, so if you want to go, you need to make a reservation. We've got information on how to do that on our website, BayNews9.com. Then click Scene on 9.